Mike, so you spent untold years teaching in the old school model.
Right.
What was it that made you decide to start teaching people how to generate their own leads and attract qualified prospects to them?
Well, it was a number of things. First, we saw the trend. I mean, I knew around 2005 the internet had changed so that the average person could participate, network, and generate leads a lot of times for free. That was one thing. It was just, you know, it was like the car had been invented. Why are we driving a horse and buggy?
Yeah.
So that was number one. It was just the new technology was there.
Right.
So why not teach it and use it? But, you know, there was a lot of pain and frustration associated with the old model. That was a big driving force to be looking for some other way. I had been training people for years. I mean, 12, 13 of my 14 years was a lot of training the people I had enrolled so that they could duplicate and be successful. We had spent tons of money, 20 grand a month on TV advertising, 50 grand a month on online marketing, and a co-op helping generate leads that they would then call and pitch and sell and try to get into the opportunity. The old model, a lot of people misunderstand there's a big distinction between generating leads, calling them up and pitching them, versus generating leads yourself that you've attracted that are target interested in what you offer, who want to talk to you. It's a very different thing. So we had tried all these different things. People were spending tons of money going to all these industry coaching events, $1,000 events, personal development events. Jeffrey Combs, great coach. Ellie Drake, fantastic, phenomenal coach. Danny Johnson, a lot of people just love her coaching. And all the CDs and the tapes, and it's all good stuff. But the model was broken.
Right.
People were spending way too much money and not getting enough back. The prospecting leads, we had leads that were 15 cents each. I mean, I spent a lot of time finding those, and working really hard to get the wholesale rate, and I would sell them at my rate. I would have to raise a bunch of money, like 10 grand, to get contracts with lead companies to get the price at wholesale, develop a really strong relationship with the owner to make sure he wasn't going to sell those to anyone else, so they were the best, cheapest lead you could find, put all this energy into it, and then I would sell it at wholesale to give my team and the people I was training the best chance for success. And they still had to call so many leads. It was several $100s a month, or at least $100 a month to call those leads. And then the information pack you had to send out, or whatever you were doing, the costs would mount. And of course, I mentioned the TV advertising, the co-ops we did. Those would be $40 leads. It was just, no matter which way you turned, no matter what you did, you fly into a corporate event, to get all psyched up or to learn about the new product. These were expensive things that people were doing, and most of them, the majority of them, were not making enough money back to even cover their expenses.
Oh yeah, not anywhere near when you throw in their auto ship.
All this stuff. I mean, just ridiculous expenses, and now all of that's gone. You can still fly to an event if you want to, but at least you're making some money to pay for it. It's so ridiculous.
And you have a choice about it. You don't feel the pressure to go to these meetings that sometimes you're supposed to sell your TV.
You feel like that was your only answer. You had to go to these trainings, these events, you had to buy these tapes. You had to spend all this money to move forward, you thought. And here, there's so many ways to move forward that don't cost you anything, that give you an immediate response, immediate result. So, you asked why.
You were pretty sick and tired.
I was sick and tired of this. I wanted to see people succeed. I always knew the more people I could help become successful would become successful. I was passionate about that process. I loved training and teaching. I wanted them to have the success that I had. But yeah, I was sick and tired of seeing that old model, that broken, worn out process. It was good when it existed and there was nothing else. That's the way it was. But times have changed. It's time to move on.
It is time to move on.